Solving equations by multiplying and dividing fractions. Example 1, negative 5 over 7y equals 2. In order to solve this equation, we need to see what's happening between the variable and the number. And so, since they are attached, that means that negative 5 over 7 is being multiplied by the y. To undo multiplication, we want to divide. So what we do to one side of the equation, we must do to the other side of the equation. So we're going to divide both sides by the number that's attached to the variable y, which is negative 5 over 7. So we're going to do that, and then the negative 5 over 7 on the left is going to cancel, and we're left with y equals 2 divided by negative 5 over 7. The rule when you divide by a fraction is that we're going to flip that second fraction, or we're going to do the reciprocal, and then we're going to multiply instead of divide. Now, one thing to note is the 2 is actually over 1. And so when I rewrite this, it's going to equal 2 over 1, and then I'm going to do that reciprocal. I'm going to flip that second fraction, and I'm going to make it multiplication. So then that becomes 7 over negative 5. And then now when you multiply by fractions, you just multiply the numerators. So you're going to multiply the tops, and then you're going to multiply the denominators. So we're going to multiply the bottoms. And so 2 times 7 is going to be 14, and 1 times negative 5 is negative 5. And so our answer to this equation is going to be 14 over negative 5 because we can't simplify it any further. Example 2, we have negative 2 over 9 equals 3x. And so the 3 and the x are attached, and so that means that they are being multiplied. In order to undo multiplication, we want to divide. And so we are going to divide by the number that's attached to the variable, which is the 3. So what we do to one side of the equation, we must do to the other side of the equation. So we're going to divide both sides by 3. The 3 on the right is going to cancel. We're left with x equals the negative 2 over 9 divided by 3. Recall from the last example, with that 3, that's the same as 3 over 1, and so I'm going to rewrite it as negative 2 over 9 divided by 3 over 1. There's an invisible 1 underneath the 3. And also, when you divide by fractions, like we did in that first example, that second fraction we have to flip or take the reciprocal, and then it becomes multiplication. So I'm going to rewrite it again. It's going to be negative 2 over 9. That fraction stays the same. And then I'm going to do the reciprocal of that second fraction. I'm going to flip it. It's going to become 1 over 3. And then instead of division, I'm going to have multiplication. And so in order to simplify this with the multiplication, we are going to multiply the tops, and we're going to multiply the bottoms. So we're going to do negative 2 times 1, which is equal to negative 2, and then we're going to multiply 9 times 3, which is 27. And so our answer is going to be negative 2 over 27 because we can't simplify this fraction any further.